Channel. Welcome back to Pokemart TCG. I am your host, aka the Gamesman. You guys also know me as Mike Dabbs, and I welcome you guys back into the studio, guys, for another awesome video. So what's going on, my dudes, my guys, and my girls, my Pokemart family? What is going on this afternoon on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, guys? So today, bringing another interesting topic to discuss here on the topic, because a lot of things have been said about investing and Pokemon modern investors, a lot of talk about investors on YouTube, and it's, some of it controversial, some of it's not controversial. Some people have their own takes and their own made-up minds on yes or no to that side of the fence of investing. I'm going to give you my take on the side, and should you follow the advice on people who promote and talk about modern Pokemon investing. Because this is a thing of now. It wasn't something back years ago through COVID and prior to COVID. We didn't talk about investing like it became a thing after COVID during the boom and the bust. Well, the boom of Pokemon, when the hype of everything was going up. So many people came into the hobby, and product was hard to find, and and people started to realize there was shortages of stuff. And now we have product that's abundant, and we still have people don't know what to do. Like, are these people who talk about investing, is it worth it? Doesn't seem like it's worth it because products all over the place. How can they still talk about it? What product should we buy? And me and Alex, we have a lot of talks through Instagram. Alex from Nostalgianomics, you guys know him. He had a lot of controversial things on his channel that, a lot of people came in, a lot of people hated on him, a lot of people told him, the stuff that he's doing is not valid, it's not possible, and because people do not realize this aspect of the hobby. They only know about opening packs, collecting cards, grading cards, but no one knew about investing. Can you invest, right? No one knew about this, until someone starts a YouTube channel and then starts talking about it. But what's interesting about this is we cannot dismiss the fact that data in this hobby is king. When you can actually go back and look at data from weeks, years, months ago and see the history and the footprint patterns that Pokemon has, the actual products. There's a footprint that is left behind in an era of Pokemon. As it goes through its cycle, it leaves a pattern of footprints that you can relate back to when it first came out, how much it was, and now years ago to the present, where it is now. And where do those cards hold? Where are the values in the cards and what they're worth and how much is printed and how much is in PSA grading and all of this. You can actually sort things out, follow the footprint pattern, and backtrack that footprint to the source, right? To when it first came out, how it performed. So, same thing with the modern guys. I'm going to quote some Warren Buffett, interesting quotes from a top investor, Warren Buffett. And some of these quotes you might have heard, some of you guys might not know, but these are very important quotes that make sense in any investing avenue that you put your money into. Everyone here if you have a job, 9 to 5, and you're buying into a 401k, you're trying to set up for your retirement for when you retire. Like, I get it. Everyone's trying to have or get to a point where they have a better life and can have nice things. I get that fact. And I get that people have a 9 to 5. The smart ones are investing into a 401k or some kind of thing, or have a Roth IRA or something set up for a retirement plan, so that when you do age and you're no longer to perform like you were when you were younger, that you are able to have a good life out. Worked hard, you want to have a kind of a nice life after the fact of all your hard work. Like putting all your hard work to work now, what you're going to get out of it at the end of your cycle, like when you're ready to say, I'm throwing in the towel for my job, now I'm going to just chill. I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to cruise the world or whatever, right? Everybody has their own plan on what they want to do when they retire, or what they want to be when they grow up, right? But, where do you see yourself going? Like, if you're at a job that you don't like, do you stay at the job? You know what I mean? So some of us aren't even setting up for retirement. Like, you're aging. You're not getting any younger. You're getting older every day. And some of us may be making some wrong moves that it's going to hurt you later, that you're going to be at a point of life where you're not going to be able to retire because you never set up any kind of nest egg. You never structured your life in the fashion to set up for that day when you can no longer perform that job in the same manner as when you were younger. So, with this first Warren Buffett quote, this one goes, someone sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. And that sits right here with me, right in my heart, because here I am, I'm in my prime, right? I'm 55. And if you're young, right, and you're working hard, and you have this mindset, you say, well, this is where I want to go, this is where I want to be. If you start planting these seeds now, then you can go on those cruises and those things later on in life that you can't or are not able to do now, you're able to do later on. You're setting up, you're planting those seeds. And the same thing for when we as investors, we talk here about investing in modern. We're planting these seeds out on YouTube. We're actually planting seeds, guys. It's factual that we are planting a seed. We're distilling a seed in viewers that you can invest and be successful. Okay? So we are planting seeds. So this one hits home to me as, even as we look at it as a Warren Buffett statement, one of his most famous quotes, that someone sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. In life, we are actually planting trees, all right, for someone to sit later on. Because someone, we can be an inspiration on our job where someone wants to be like you. Or even as a superstar, like a Michael Jordan, you have those next Michael Jordans in the college playing basketball. They want to be like Mike. They want to be like Kobe. They want to be like LeBron, right? But you won't actually be like them, but you'll be the next up-and-coming star. So, same for investing, guys. You start out small in your, like me, I started out, I was nothing. I was a small-time hustler, small-time legal hustler, guys. I didn't do any drug-related stuff. Small-time hustle, in many different areas. And I continued to pursue through the many hustles that I've been through. The video game, started out through sports cards, then into video games, then into the Beanie Baby craze. Then I was in all ups and downs, the market crashes. All right. So I started out small, and I was able to branch out and grow the many different hustles that I was in. And, it turned out to be something greater than when I actually started, because I started out, I didn't know what I was doing. I had a mindset, but not the knowledge to go with it. But I was always open-minded to learn. So as I learned, I got better at what I did. I opened the door to other avenues of doing eBay, selling stuff on eBay. I became a better lister. I was able to list stuff more professionally. I learned how to list. My posts became more professional. My eBay actually grew, and I was making good money selling on eBay. So, you start off small in investing. You don't go in hard, because first, you're probably not making that good of money, especially if you're working at McDonald's and you're able to buy McDonald's stock, you're making minimum wage or whatever. This is what I'm talking about. You start off small and you start to grow. And as you manifest your business, as you manifest your portfolio, your 401k, your Roth IRA, the amount of money you put in, you're able to increase it. So that's what I'm talking about. So, and as you plant those seeds, the portfolio grows just like that tree, and then it sprouts. All right. So another quote from Warren Buffett, and these are some famous quotes that we can take to heart in investing, and that's in any investing avenue, any investing portfolio that you put your money into. Okay, any portfolio you go into, whether it's stocks, bonds, Roth IRAs, cryptocurrency, whatever you're investing into, you could take this into heart. This is it says, be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. And the best time to buy is when prices are down. When people are fire sailing, companies are fire sailing. They have a lot of overhead. They over leverage themselves on their credit cards or whatever. We've seen this in the Pokemon space, where companies fire selling cards, wax because they over leveraged themselves. And now the market started to reprint was coming, or just the prices were coming down. And now people were able to, they're selling it because the market for this stuff is hitting lows, and they want to get rid of it because they know a reprint is coming. So if you are using this kind of mindset, buying when the prices are low, it will work wonders for you over time, especially if you're buying at it may not be the lowest price, but at a price where you are comfortable paying. All right? But it can actually work wonders over time, and your portfolio can actually grow based on the stuff that you are buying. Another quote that Warren Buffett states out is, investing is simple, not easy. And the easy part for us is, like, we can, as investors, like, we can pick out sets. Like, you can look at sets, Evolving Skies, right? You can say Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, Chill and Rain, right? And you can, the easy part is picking out those sets. Say, this set's going to be good. We can make our own mind up saying this is going to be an awesome set. And sometimes, if you put your emotions and not being patient, and you're not disciplining yourself, you're not going by a plan that you set up, you're going outside of your budget, you're going into, extra funds that were set aside for something else, then it can hurt your investing portfolio later on. But, the plan is that you can be a greater investor if you don't let your emotions get involved or get the better side of you. If you're being patient and you discipline yourself, like you have a set amount of money that you're going to spend, and this is where you're going to put your money in, and you're not going to go over leverage yourself on credit cards and stuff. All right? And definitely, if you can, the easiest part, yes, is of investing in like modern is like picking sets to go in your portfolio. But then you can get your emotional side that can take the best of you, and then because you weren't patient, you might have paid way too much, and that could spoil some plans for a future endeavor, right? So you got to be very careful. Warren Buffett also posted some quotations here, some quotes, some of his famous quotes I'm going to give you guys, because these are some, these can hit home with some of you guys that are in this space here, that are like, well, yeah, I really didn't think about that. I didn't really know, or that quote hit home. Because if you take some of these quotes, man, these are some of these quotes. I believe that Warren, as one of the, most famed investors in, not in our generation, but, in past generation, these quotes that he made are parts that he made up in decisions when he was going to buy into or making investment decisions. And they worked for him. And I think they, if you take some of his quotes and apply them into your style of investing, with the right teaching, right? Because, with the right teaching, I say that, and I got to say this, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I am no way a financial advisor. I'm just a guy here behind the microphone that can speak volumes because of what I've seen in my own portfolio, because of my own choices based on things that I learned, knowledge that was gained. I'm just passing the torch. All right. And you guys can take, and I advise you, take what works for you from what I discuss and apply it to your portfolio. All right. To the way you are building your investing portfolio. All right. But he said the best thing that he did was choose the right heroes. And I get this in a two-part. The first part is buy into the top performers. Like, if you can figure out in Pokemon what are going to be the top performing sets, like what is going to be a performer, not an outlier set, but what is going to be a top performer set. And if you can pinpoint, not to be exact, because there's going to be a bunch of different sets that come out that are going to be a performer. Everything in modern does perform, but there are some sets that will outperform some of those choices. But if you can key in onto some top performers, then you should be investing in those sets. So that's where I get one side of this statement, where the best thing that he did, that Warren said, was choose the right heroes. The other part of this that I take and apply in my investing is I pick my teachers wisely. And you're like, wow, you pick your teachers wisely. Like, what are you teaching? You got a course that you take, and those are the courses that you hold true and dear to your heart when you are making your decisions. What I say to you guys on YouTube is pick your teachers wisely. We have a lot of people here on YouTube that are so-called investors, so-called I'm just going to say teachers. But they may not be teaching you the right path, all right? So that's where I say choose your teachers wisely. And if you can pick out the teachers on YouTube, those investors, all right, that you are watching on YouTube, and they are teaching you, and you're learning, and you're applying what they're teaching to your everyday building of your portfolio and investing in modern Pokemon, and it's working for you, then that is probably a teacher you should be honing up to and listening in closely and applying what is taught or brought to you in his podcasts or in his teachings to your daily investing livelihood. All right? Another quote from Warren Buffett. Many famous quotes from a famous investor. It's not stuff that these are not quotes that I made up today and applying. These are from an investor, guys, that you guys may know, Warren Buffett. Famous quotes that if you apply to your life and any investing that you're doing can benefit you greatly. And here's another famous quote. The big money, all right, if you're in for Pokemon for the dollars, all right, the big money is not in buying and selling, but in waiting. And there's a two-part on that, because I seen it here on YouTube. I seen it out here, and you've seen it in the plays that people are making. There are different plays in this Pokemon space with this investing, where you have people that are buying in the IFOMO, and then selling also in the same short term. So I'm not saying flipper, scalper, resellers. I'm going to use that word, where they're buying stuff in the short term, buying it when the product first came out, then selling it at a higher profit. All right? And we saw a lot of that around the COVIDs when everybody was raiding Walmarts and Targets. People were buying blaster boxes of sports cards. That was a big thing, was sports cards. People were buying sports card blasters. You've seen them in Walmart. People were going in with carts. It was like roaches trying to get on a piece of bread or a piece of candy on the floor. Everybody raided Walmart's, Targets, honed in on everything they could get in that shopping cart, rolled off, paid for it, and then was on eBay, fire selling it for higher profits because the stuff was hard to find. I mean, when you found a restock, you hit the mother load, you rated and loaded in your cart, people were reselling it. This is what I'm talking about. People with short-term mindset, buying only to sell in the short term. Now, the better return on the flip side of the fence on that is if you waited in the long term. And we see that from 1999 with Pokemon. You see that some of these sets didn't hit astronomical numbers till later on in their life, like when they were out of rotation and it was years down the road. Now we see some of these boxes going for bigger money, right? That was also helped by the pandemic, okay? The pandemic did help some of these sets even hit new all-time highs, all right? But prior to that, they were at higher than MSRPs, all right? Some of them were already big money, all right? And that's in a long term. So short term, sure, there are buying and selling that you can do, but you got to go beyond that, guys. You got to go beyond that short term buying and selling, all right? You got to look on the better return later on down the road as more rip and shippers, more pack openers on TikTok and whatnots open product up. Less and less as the years progress of the product is going to be on the market, and it's going to command a premium. And who are going to be the ones that hold out for that long term? How much of that product is going to be around in the long term as short term people who have guys? If Evolving Skies goes to 2,000, people are going to realize some gains on that and say, you know what, that box at $1,000, I'm out. I'm selling everything I got. All right? Surely, if people who buy that box at $1,000 got to hold it in hopes that it gets a higher gain in order to sell it for them to make a profit, right? Later on down the road, when that will be, who knows? I can't predict when Evolving Sky is going to hit 1,500 or hit 1,200. No one can. But one thing for sure is when that box does age further and further as we get away from the release and when it went out of rotation, there is a nostalgic feeling of people who missed out are going to want to open that down the road. What's the price that they're going to pay for that box? We don't know. It's a ride that you take, a risk that when you get into investing, guys, that you're going to have to take. If you are in this investing hobby or in this investing part of Pokemon. Moving on, another quote, famous quote from Warren Buffett is, rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Interesting quote there, guys, is I take that as this. Some of you guys will get in this hobby. You will get in paying too high. All right? And get into this investing for all the wrong reasons. Looking at the money grab. And you're going to make a mistake that will inevitably put you out of business. Where something in life will happen that you're going to have to take a total loss on your investing portfolio because something in life happened that you have to fire sale your product out even at a loss because you did not properly prepare yourself for this long-term haul. All right? And this is a mistake that you guys, some of you guys are going to make, okay? You're going to make it even in the short term and you'll be out of here before long, all right? Before you're even able to hold out for long term, you're going to make mistakes in this short term that ultimately, you're going to skip town out of this hobby real quick because you're going to burn your britches, all right? And this is where I get on that. rule number 1, where never lose money, and rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. All right? Absolutely, there is gains to be made in the Pokemon space. Absolutely. Hands down, yes, you can make money in this hobby. But ultimately, the sacrifice and the risk. Are you willing to take these risks? Because it's a high risk to get in here and a hell of a lot of money to stay in this game. And if you financially do not have the money or the means to stay in this investing, you probably ought to just stay out. If you're not on a budget, guys, this may not be the tune for you. It may not be the play for you. All right? Another famous quote by Warren Buffett is, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And that is so true. Guys, I work hard for my money. I see myself in a better place even before I retire. Because my plan was to do my own gig, my own thing. Not to retire from a job. It was to do my own thing. And all throughout all my hustles, guys, sometimes the daydreamer or the real winners in any kind of like living your ultimate dream or having your dreaming big, or that saying, dream big or go home. I dream big. All right. And, some of us aren't even planning for retirement, and you may die very much working for the job that you're at because you didn't plan for tomorrow. You didn't plan for your retirement. You just thought that, you were going to be at this job and you can continue to do whatever you wanted to do. And at age 40, I'll start saving for that rainy day when, when I retire, I'm gonna, I'm still young. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You have to plan for tomorrow. And the earlier you start planning for your tomorrow, the better off you will be in the longer term, because you're already setting up a structure of that mindset. You already got your mindset on, you're at A, and you want to be all the way to Z, and you have a game plan set, and you want to stay that course. You set that course. And if you're already at a young age, you're setting yourself up for that mindset. You stay with that mindset. Man, I am going to be successful. I am going to be this. I'm going to be here. I plan to be here. And this is what I'm doing to get from here. This is where I'm going to be. And if you can get yourself into that routine, guys, of a made-up mind on where you're going to be, there are people who are going to come point negative things at you for sure. They're going to shoot down your dreams and tell you what they did and what happened to them, and they tried this and they put pepper on their steak and it didn't taste right, and they changed it up and put A1 steak sauce and it was all perfect. Everyone could tell you about what they did, but they're not you, and they don't know what you know. All right? And they don't have the money that you are putting into what you are deciding, because it's ultimately going to be your life at the end of the day. You make the ultimate decision in what you want your life to be. And I dream big. I dream big because I can see myself big. All right? And you got to have this mindset that regardless to the circumstance of what life may throw at you, that you are going to succeed. All right? And regardless of the mistakes, I know I made many mistakes in my life. Many mistakes, even when I started eBay, even in my reselling days, I made mistakes. I don't regret the mistakes, but I was able to pick up the broken sticks in my life. I was able to turn my life around, and I was able to make my mind up on where I was going and where I wanted to be. And this is something that you got to make. I mean, you know, you got to have a made up mind. All right? And, you know, everyone's on these 9-to-5 grinds. Some of you guys may love your jobs, love where you're at. Awesome. But where do you see yourself being if that job shuts down? Do you have a backup plan on what you're going to do if your job closed because it went out of business? Are you saving for that rainy day? Are you saving for that business that you may want to open up? What are you doing to make that happen? Are you making these plans? Ultimately, in investing, guys, is an alternate source to setting up a lifestyle for yourself later on down the years when you do retire, or if you're young and you're setting up a portfolio that when you get to be 40 years old, you're saying, well, now I have all of this investing money that I made, sitting in this stuff. I'm going to relinquish this stuff, and now I'm going to buy that house. I'm going to buy that thing that I've been using all of these assets that have all these gains, and this is what I'm going to do. What is your plan? So, another famous quote, man. I'm going to be quoting these Warren Buffetts, man, because these hit home, man, and if you apply them to your daily investing, guys. What's up, Bennett Productions? We have the Milkman. We have some other guys in here. All right, so regardless, I'm pressing forward. Invest in business you understand. So if you can invest in something you understand, like I'm not in the stock market, so I know of the stock market. I'm not a stock market investor. So I have stock in the stock market because it's in my portfolio for my job, where I do invest in Walmart stock. All right. And I do have a 401k through Walmart. All right. I do have money that is divvied out into Walmart stock. All right. And at any given day, I can trade the stock. I can make a phone call, see where the Walmart stock is, and I can cash out some stock. But, you know, there are dividends I have to pay. There's fees that are on top because you're taking money out, you know, but are borrowing against it. So there is some premiums that you got to pay for borrowing money from, you know, 401ks and stocks, if that's what you do. All right. But there are fees associated with that until you reach the age of maturity where you're 59 and a half or whatever it is for retirement. Then you can fully take that money out without paying any fees. All right. One thing that I've been telling you guys here on the channel is be patient. And some of you guys, like, I heard it from one channel. One guy's hit me up like, this guy's talking about be patient. I tell you that for a reason, because it pays off if you're patient, because you can buy in at a higher price. But if you were patient, you can wait and you can get it at a lower price. But if you focus it on the longer term and not on these short terms, like I said, some of you guys got this mindset for short term gains, you know, and I made short term gains. I did this with Evolving Skies long before we even knew what Evolving Skies was going to be the best set in Sword and Shield, right? That's what everybody's notion for it to be. The best set in Sword and Shield. Yeah, I made dividends on my boxes. I had 16 to be exact. And I made gains of $30 because I paid $100 to $110 a box. Sold them between $140 to $160. All 16 boxes gone. I don't have a one not a one booster box of Evolving Skies sealed. They all were sold. I do have loose booster packs, right? Just get into that for 1 minute because I do read my chats on that end of it, and some guy was blasting me. Oh, why are the packs loose? Huh? Well, obviously, if you been watching the channel, you would exactly know why these packs were loose and how I got them. I break down a lot of auxiliary products that had Evolving Skies, Chilling Rain are in these two. Chilling Rain, Fusion Strike, Brilliant Stars were in these mysterious power tins. I broke down boxes of the Pikachu V box that had 2 packs of Evolving Skies, 1 or 2 and 2 Brilliant Stars. I think it was in there. There were Pikachu boxes that had 2 Brilliant Stars, 2 Fusions, 2 Evolving Skies. I broke down a ton of these tins, a ton of those boxes, and other box sets that had Evolving Skies, and that's how I got my Evolving Skies packs loose. Just so I did write back in the comment section to that guy, but that's how I got the 400 and something packs of those loose of Evolving Skies. That's how I got them. And I don't own no big Evolving Skies alternate art. I don't own one. Even though I open up Evolving Skies, I don't own a Umbreon alternate art. I don't own one. I never pulled one. I'm not saying I pulled one. So to say that, did this guy do anything with these packs? No, they're just as I got them out the tins, and that's how I got them sealed. And for that person's edification about those packs, well, when and if I do get around to doing rip and ships on YouTube or wherever else I do decide or should decide to sell my packs, whether it's at a show, because I'm deciding that I may be at some shows where I might be taking packs to shows to use as trade for other stuff. That's because this stuff has gone up in value, and I don't like to sell anything or trade anything that didn't go up in value. I like to wait till things do go up in price, where that way there's a gain for me, and there is a leverage out that I can leverage packs against versus something I'm getting in return in a trade. So if I do sell packs here on YouTube, people open up and there's Evolving Skies, well, we're going to find out what's inside those packs, right? Ultimately, they'll be good or bad, right? But we do know Evolving Skies does have bad pull rates. Just keep that in mind. But there are some crazy pack stuff you can pull from Evolving Skies. So that will be benefactor. What did I do with those packs? Absolutely nothing. From the tin to my bin. That's where they went. After I showcased them here on YouTube, they went from the tin to my bin, and they're in my collection. Yeah, I cracked a few here and there. With Ambrose on the channel, I might have cracked some here and there on the channel. But ultimately, they're all still sealed, and I don't own any big alternate arts from Evolving Skies. And future endeavor on the channel, just for this guy's benefit, I'm just blasting out to the guy about the Evolving Skies comment. I will be bringing on people from card shops that I actually shop with. From Let's Go TCG, Ray will be in my studio, and Adam from his card shop will be on my channel. These two will be able to vouch for cards and large purchases of loose, full art, trainer gallery, glaring gallery, PSA slabs that I buy from their shops, that I show you guys here loose single full arts that I didn't pull from a pack myself, that I bought from their shops, these guys will be here on the channel to vouch for purchases. And I do have receipts that I'm getting from the shops for purchases that I make regarding loose single cards. So, any of you guys have doubts about what I did with the packs? Did I weigh the packs or anything? Well, ultimately, when I have things going for what I'm going to be doing on the channel, and you guys have these packs opened on live streams, or you open them for yourself, you'll be able to vouch your own credentials for me and my loose packs. So I just want to touch base with some comments dropped on my Evolving Skies video that's kind of going crazy. It's almost got 1,000 views. To let you guys know, I'm commenting on many of my videos that go back out. All right? When there's comments, whether they're negative, I'm trying to comment back in a positive manner. I'm not trying to be negative, guys. Just going to be mature about the whole aspect of it, but going to give you a comment back so you'll know. Because obviously a lot of these guys that are commenting, some of them don't even watch my channel to realize how I got packs or what I even do on this channel. So, and some guy posted, and I love these comments because I don't have to brag about a damn thing on this channel. And they're not bragging rights. I'm teaching you guys. Sound like I was crying here for a minute. Did a tear fall from my eye? I'm not here to brag because I came from being a small-time pokey tuber, all right? Coming into this investing where I have a lot of stuff, all right? And it's from learning on YouTube that anybody can be in the same shoes that I am now. All right? The same shoes. Starting in at a budget like I started and growing my portfolio where now I had to move all this shit out of my house and into a storage unit because I have too much. I have a lot of product that is worth a lot of money. All right? I had to get it out of the house. I didn't want it sitting in my house. And I have the patience to hold my stuff. I don't have the impatience of having to crack packs. All right? So, for bragging, I don't have to brag about my products. I don't have to brag. They're not my products. They're mine because I own them, but they're Pokemon products. All right? It's because I am teaching you guys, and with that teaching comes samples of evidence of what I do. All right? And I'm trying to be transparent on the channel with that aspect of it, bringing it to you guys' attention. So in the event that anybody has an uproar on where packs came from, there's an explanation on live video. If you follow the channel long enough, you would already know how I got packs and how I rip packs and get packs. Well, when I say rip boxes to get packs. All right? So, just wanted to touch base with that. Moving forward into should we follow the advice of Pokemon modern Pokemon investors on YouTube, going on with more Warren Buffett quotes. So, don't try to time the market. Keep your emotions in check when investing. Some of you guys FOMO and you buy in to a higher price and then you regret certain purchases. And that brings me back to the Charizard UPC. Charizard UPC, where I seen sales on TCG Player, $300. People were claiming it was going to be a box that going to be crazy. It was going to buy into it, and the box was supposed to retail for $119. People FOMO'd out. Their emotions got the best of them. They went in, they purchased a lot of these boxes. They paid $300, $400. Well, not $400, $300. TCG player, some of the LGSs took advantage of people. Prices went crazy on that. People bought in. People got their emotions hurt. Hurt because you bought in thinking it was such a great price. Then all of a sudden, that box went down to like as low as $89. That's why I don't let my emotions take over. All right? I'm gonna make a call, and if it's a price that if I get in high, I'm okay with that. But that's why I teach you guys to be patient, because I did say at the close of December of 2023 that we were going to have deals coming down the pipeline, right? And I did quote that in December, or it might have been in November. I quoted it as well. Somewhere in November, December, I quoted about the deals, that we were going to see deals. And still, to this very day, there are Pokemon deals, buy-in deals, all right, that you can get in on product at below what your LGS is selling it, below where you can get it on Walmart and Target for cheap, below what you can get it at in-store. And this is where, like I said, if your emotion's going to get into the way, you're too emotional, you're too FOMO savvy, you're going to end up hurting yourself, where you could have got more product for your money than what you put in when you first got it. You could get more out of your money if you just wait. Stop FOMOing and letting your emotions get the best of you, of that adrenaline, dopamine rush that you got to get it now. All right? Another thing that I even took into as I was growing and learning, even into my other hustles, I'm always learning and seeking knowledge, because the more that I learn, the more I want to know. And I'm not claiming that I know everything in Pokemon, because I don't. In these very short years that I've been with this hobby, for me, I think I grew astronomical. Maybe not in subscribers that I grew, but in knowledge, I grew exceptional, because I learned a lot about this hobby. And I've seen a lot in this hobby that has transpired over the years that I was part of it. And I'm always seeking more knowledge, because the more I know, the more I want to know. All right? And here's another quote. It says, "Be wary of debt and leverage." And here in the hobby, I've seen shops, LGS stores, over-leverage themselves, where they took advantage of some of you guys. Some of you guys, maybe not some of my subscribers, but some of you guys bought in on some stuff on some websites. You overpaid, and these shops are no longer around, because these shops fire sale, try to over-leverage. They try to get too much product, try to sell it way too high, and then they try to sell it, and someone already beat them to the punch at selling, and they got stuck with stuff, and they over-leveraged themselves in debt. And some of these shops that took advantage of you guys, some of these shops went under. Same thing with you guys that have debt or carry debt into this hobby, and you over-leverage yourself by over-budgeting yourself, putting too much, too soon, of money that you shouldn't have spent, because it was for a bill in the household that you have, all right? That you are saying that you probably could make money if you sell this thing, if you bought in now, yeah, you'll use the rent money now, but you'll be able to sell it and get that money back, or take the credit card and overextend yourself on a credit card, and then you're hoping that you can sell it fast enough to get that money back. All right, that's what I'm talking about. And you carry a debt. And for me, I had credit card debts years ago, but I don't have debt now. I have bills, like I have my car insurance, my rent here. But I learned from past mistakes how to use a credit card to empower a business. And that same aspect of what I learned, and that was a course that I took. I had to pay for the course. But, that's something that, you're getting all this free knowledge on YouTube, where there's no courses here for investing on Pokemon. There's no payment. Like, the advice that we are given is free of charge. Sure, we could probably put DVDs out and sell this knowledge to the masses, right? The Pokemon TCG DVD of knowledge in investing in modern Pokemon, right? And sell it on QVC or whatever, right? No, we don't charge you for our knowledge. There are courses for investing that you can buy into. But here, you're getting this knowledge absolutely free of charge. And it could be a wealth of knowledge that can help you in your life. All right? Warren goes on with another famous quote, guys. Hold on to investments that are performing well. Hold on to investments that are performing well. It just goes back to Evolving Skies and some other sets that are performing well in this hobby now. We have some very well-known sets that we could have bought at $80. We could have bought at $70 or something like that. Chill and Rain, right? $70, $80 a box. Fusion Strike, same thing, $90 a box. And we didn't buy. Some of you guys waited and waited and waited and waited to press that button. And now, look what's going on. Look what's going on. It's not us as the investors that are causing prices to go up. These are naturally going the course that they were going to go with anyway, based on the knowledge that we already gained from channels that were teaching about investing. We were talking about this stuff a long time ago. That you should have got in, that you should be getting in, you should be buying. Why aren't you buying? You hear Nostalgianomics talk about this a lot. Why aren't you buying? Why didn't you buy? And now you look at this and saying, oh wow, this is not sustainable. It's not going to hold. A reprint's going to come. The market's going to crash. It's inevitable, right? If that's how you say that word, to where some of these Sword and Shield sets are going to go. Their history is in the sands, but the footprints were already written because of the demand for the product of popular Pokemon. The footprints were already right before us, man. You had the book in front of us, but you didn't jump to read that book. That you decided to avoid buying in at the low of 90 a box for Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, Chill and Rain. You avoided it with a plague because you were listening to someone else. You listened to someone else. Someone else was whispering in your ear, wait, don't worry about that set. there's a better set that you should be getting. Then another whisper came. Don't worry about that set. There's something else. And then before you know it, all those whispers that you've been listening to, you missed out. And now look where these sets are going. All right? So, with these sets, for those of you that got in, look how they're performing. Look how they're performing. So stay with performing sets. The long-term hold for these sets, they're going to do well down the road. This is something that we repeat all the time to you guys, that, it's not in the short-term mindset, and there are gains that you can make, all right? The longer term is where the value is going to exceed more, all right? This is why I like the Pokemon product and the investment and the I'm okay with the risk. And comes to this next quote is, understand the risk involved in every investment. All right? And if you can understand the risk that you're going to have to take, the rewards will far outweigh that risk. All right? And if you are setting yourself up to be an achiever and not a failure, that means you're working by a budget. You have a plan set up. You structuring everything. Your moves are already written. You have your portfolio on how you're going to build it. This is how you're going to go about it each and every day, week, or month, however you are buying. This is how you're going to do it in this fashion. You set up on how you're going to do it. You have an internal plan. And this is how you're going to roll it out. And you're not over leveraging yourself with credit cards and debt. And you're okay with the risk that you're going to be taking with this product, that you that the market may be irrational at some times. There may be some fluctuations in price. And that's always in short term. We see that fluctuation. We have Pokemon boxes up and down in price, up and down, because we have reprints of this, reprints of that. The ETB's got a reprint. The booster box got a reprint. They made this box set. More tins came out of this in another box or another play set. All right? You take all of that in consideration. Over the long term, that the set is going to perform well. That if you did all your homework prior to that, you would have been an achiever in this realm. All right? And the risk to reward, the reward faction would have outweighed the risk that you initially took. Passive income, another Warren Buffett quote, is crucial for financial freedom. If you guys are looking to be financially free, that means debt-free, you don't owe nobody. Guys, you can become financially free in an investment. That you get yourself into. Making all the right plays, absorbing all the knowledge that you can, because you want to be informed to make financial decisions that make sense. All right? You don't want to make irrational decisions and FOMOing in and following the herd when they're going off a cliff. When everyone's selling, you should be buying. All right? When everybody's fire selling stuff, selling off because, the reprint's coming, the market's crashing, this is that, and this is that. I got to sell because I over-leveraged myself. It's a buy time because there's an advantage to that, and that is your portfolio. Depending on what the product is, those are the times to be buying. All right? And there are some other times, like, where you may be wrong because you made a mistake, but then you learn from your mistakes. And this is another Warren Buffett quote, is be willing to admit when you are wrong and learn from those mistakes. See, because if you can, for me, I made mistakes, but I didn't let those mistakes that I made in the past prevent me from prevailing into new investments and making decisions, and making sound decisions now more than ever because of the knowledge that I learned over these years. I'm able to make sound decisions, and I'm able to take those risks now because of what I learned, and I'm able to pick out winning sets. Look at Pokemon sets and recognize if this set is going to be one of those performers that I should be putting money into, or one of the ones I should be staying away from and buy less of. I'm not saying that the Pokemon market is predictable. One thing that is predictable is that sealed product does rise. All right? That's one thing I can say without a shadow of a doubt, that I can predict that sealed product will go up. All right? As to when and how much it goes up, I can't predict. I can't predict the future. And the future of product going up, yeah, I can say for sure that modern Pokemon product goes up, guys. It does. That's one thing for sure that you can predict. All right? Without a shadow of a doubt. Sealed product does go up over time. Now, when does it go up? You cannot predict. All right? How it goes up, you cannot predict, because we are getting more and more products. It may take a little more longer for Scarlet Violet to reach magnitudes of prices that are now happening in Sword and Shield. And with each set, I believe we're getting more print run of more product coming out on the market than the previous. All right, which could be subject to change. All right. Another famous Warren Buffett quote, and I get this from Cool Trainer Ryan, and this is exactly where this quote goes to. So this quote goes in this saying from Warren Buffett: do not be afraid to go against the crowd. And where I get that aspect is, I was looking at Cool Trainer Ryan's collection. Like, he has a lot of, when PokeRev and PokeVault were going in Ryan's collection, and Ryan had all of these, all his collection on racks in the new house where he's at. I looked at that stuff and I said, wow, this guy has a really awesome lineup of products. This guy's been collecting for years, ever since Pokemon, from the 90s, I believe, right? So he has a massive collection, but Ryan has a bunch of auxiliary products, guys. Auxiliary products in Pokemon that has gone up in price. So when I say do not be afraid to go against the crowd, like a lot of us as investors are telling you booster boxes, a Pokemon Center ETBs. Well, what investors like myself, Nostalgianomics, we're not really pushing single pack blisters and all of that stuff. We're not really pushing 3-pack blisters. We're not really pushing the regular ETBs anymore. We're pushing Pokemon Center and booster boxes, right? And maybe booster bundles. We're talking about now, well, what I'm talking about is auxiliary products. And I was looking at some of Ryan, Cool Trainer Ryan, CTR Productions. Go check them out. one of PokeRev's best friend, the blonde-haired kid. Has some amazing auxiliary products in the form of tins and box sets that did go up in price. So when I say that, I have to point back to an auxiliary product such as this Walgreens Mysterious Power tin, Snorlax, Mimikyu, and Darkrai, that have Evolving Skies packs, Brilliant Stars, Fusion Strike, and a possibility of Chill and Rain. Where do you see these tins in 10 years, 15 years from now? Where do you see this auxiliary tin at years from now? If everyone's opening them up, taking out the packs from these tins, where could you see this tin going 10 years down the road if Evolving Skies hits $10,000 a box? Just saying, I'm just throwing an astronomical number, an ass number out there. If Evolving Skies hits a astonishing number, $10,000 a booster box. Could you imagine Evolving Skies at $10,000 10 years from now, 15 years from now, where that tin would be? That was $15.99 at Walgreens. The value of where Brilliant Stars would be in that same mindset 10 years, 15 years from now, we're Brilliant Stars, we're Fusion Strike, those three sets inside that tin, where they would be, and even throw Chill and Rain in there, because you could get Chill and Rain in those tins. Where would those four sets be for 10 years from now if they hit astronomical booster box pricing? That price would that tin could be $200-300 for that one tin, and you paid $14 or $16 for that tin. How many are around? And I myself, right? Am I the dummy because I'm opening them all up and getting the packs out on live stream, showing you guys? How many are going to be sealed, and how many of those auxiliary tins like that going to be around? Also, like the Sylveon and the Umbreon Kanto region tins that are at Walmart for $13 on clearance now. They have 2 packs of Evolving Skies. Where are those tins going to be, guys, if they're all being opened up on YouTube and people are taking packs out of them? And that put me into the mindset of looking at Cool Trainer Ryan's stuff, where he has kept some of this auxiliary product in his sealed collection, guys. Kept it sealed. So my plan is maybe keep some of these tins sealed so I have them later on down the road. I can talk about them. Say, hey, remember when these were at Walgreens? Remember when these were at CVS? A lot of people open them up. How many people still got these things sealed when they knew Evolving Skies is going through the roof now, or cracking them all open? How many are going to last? How many are going to last the test of time 10 years from now? How many are going to be open when people are still going out, buying them now, cracking them open and opening them up, and even opening the packs? How many are going to be sealed with the hollow and the cards and the code card? So, another quote from our famous Warren Buffett says, investing is about making smart decisions with your money over the long term. Guys, this is something that we talk about, Alex and myself. This Pokemon investing is not for short-term mindset. And what we teach, guys, is for you guys to make smart plays with your money now. So in the long term, you have a built portfolio that you can build, that you can be proud of. You can say, wow, I'm so glad that, I, for myself, like, I've been in this hobby for a short time. I can say for myself that I am proud of the decisions that I made in every aspect of the hobby in which I was part of, where in the flea market where I sold single cards. In the last year or so of the flea market that I was part of, I did sell some singles. All right. I was proud. I was happy with, that cards that I had. I was able to sell. They had some gains on them. I made profits, sure, because I sold them, at a flea market, and at a flea market you make money, right? So I made money in Pokemon. I have seen gains. I have sold product. I'm happy with the gains that I made when I sold the Evolving Skies. I was happy. I made short-term sales, gains on the product. I got more than what I paid for the box. And then now we look further down the road, and now now sitting at 2024, my portfolio, I've seen gains again, and I'm still seeing gains on stuff that I had from 8 years ago that is still making gains. And I'm happy about the decisions that I decided, that I was keeping them sealed, that I had other plans for what I was going to do with them, do with the packs and products that I do have, booster boxes, and that now that I also collect the booster packs, but now also into the PSA graded cards. I don't do CGC, it's all PSA. And now I collect the full arts and all of that. I'm growing a massive amount of binders of those textured cards, Amazing Rares, Trainer Gallery cards, Galarian Gallery, Radiance, Full Arts, VMAXs, V cards, all right, alternate arts. Now I'm buying cards, adding those to my portfolio because I still have a mission in which I'm going to be utilizing those cards that I'm even putting in my binders. So, I am glad, I'm happy about my decisions and what I made, and I'm making sound decisions. I'm making wiser choices than I ever made because of the knowledge that I gained from watching channels, learning from people that also invest. And there's only a handful of channels, guys, but more investing channels are coming on board. There are more investing channels out, and I have to just search them out, and I have to see what they're talking about to see if they're going to be a channel that I'm going to want to follow through and, partake in. But I am learning, man. I am learning. And, it's all about, it's your money. I don't want to make irrational decisions. I don't want to make decisions where I'm FOMOing in, and I don't want to cause FOMO neither. But I'm here to be a teacher as well as a preacher in doing exactly what I said I was doing. I am going to do. I'm going to continue to be a light here. As long as I can be a light on this channel, I'm going to continue to share my knowledge on this channel, in this investing hobby, as I continue to gain more knowledge from people that I watch. We're going to continue to be here. We're going to continue to grow. And I'm going to continue to share my journey here in this investing. And you guys are going to be able to ride along. For those that want to ride along, learn. Just don't follow me. Learn how to make sound decisions, make wise decisions for your money, because I don't have the job you got, all right? I don't make the money you make. You're going to be subject to your own rational or irrational decisions that you make for your building of your portfolio. You're going to have to be accountable for where it goes and what you buy. I want to help you guys make sound decisions, pointing you in the right directions, along with other channels that are doing the same. All right. And you can follow these channels if you want. I got some shout outs to some channels that I follow. And if you're subscribed over there, great. And you love their channel, great. If you're learning from their channels, great. If you never heard of their channels, check them out. I highly suggest you listen in, tune into them, get their views. And if you can get just a couple of pointers from them and apply it to your investing, then I believe then we have done our job. Not saying that you take or agree with everything that we say or do, but if you apply it to your everyday investing in this hobby, it won't be a decision that you regret later on, because some of you guys are here to learn, and there are not many investing teachers out there. All right, there are not very many investing teachers. We're still this platform for investing is still growing. All right, it's still growing, and with that, there is trial by error, and there are going to be people that are going to make mistakes, and even if you make mistakes, don't let that mistake knock you out and say, you know what, this investing isn't for me. I don't know how these guys are doing it, but I just can't make it work. Then there got to be something that you're not applying. All right, there's got to be something you're not applying that you may one day find out, and then once you find out, then you can apply it, and then now that works out for you. But I'm going to shout out a couple of YouTube channels. You may know them, you may not. Some of them use the very same fundamentals of the Warren Buffett investing strategies for investing that I do, that I apply. Not all of them. I don't say I apply every Warren Buffett. Some of these do hit home with me that I apply because they make sense to me. And Warren Buffett wouldn't be in the financial condition that he's in if he didn't make these quotes up. These quotes are just not made up quotes that he didn't apply in his own daily investing. So if you apply these guys, go through the Warren Buffett quotes, apply them to your investing, man, I think it's going to set you up to be a winner in the Pokemon space. Applying these structures, these quotes, is going to help you make sound decisions and help you along in this space to become a very knowledgeable investor. All right. So with that said, I'm going to shout out these investing channels that you can check out. And first channel is Nostalgianomics, my guy Alex. Go check out Nostalgianomics. Alex on his channel does podcasts for right on YouTube. He's on Whatnots for live breaks. He's also on YouTube for live breaks, so make sure you check him out. Knowledgeable guy, turned Pokemon into a full-time thing, left his full-time job, and now got his hat in full-time entrepreneuring in buy, sell, eBaying, rip and shipping on YouTube and on Whatnots. And I wish him all the very best, my guy Alex. So, Nostalgianomics, shout out number one. All right, for that channel, me and Alex talk a lot. Well, I won't say a lot. We talk occasionally on Instagram. I know he's busy because he has the Discord up. But me and him became good friends through the Instagram, where we do have chats, usually later on late night. But he does, he's following me on Instagram. He does respond to me when I hit him up. And we battle back and forth between different things. We talk about rattle and other things that we see in the hobby. We talk about the negativity. We talk about a lot of different stuff. All right? And he'll give me his opinions, and I'll throw mine back out, and he'll give me some insight back out. And it's just good talks that we have back and forth as two investors in this hobby. And hopefully we can be two guiding lights that can appease you guys, that can help you guys out in this investing space. So shout out to Alex over there. Another one I want to shout out is to his partner in crime, Pokemart USA Eli over there, because Eli was another one of the first investing channels that I watched. I really appreciate Eli and his method of owning an LGS store online, and he's upfront and being very transparent in how he conducts business and offers product to you guys at his price or something you buy on his if you're part of his network of I'm trying to see what he calls it, his Patreon or something page. You can get product at cost, so from him. So shout out to Eli over there, Pokemart USA Eli, another awesome YouTuber that also invests in sealed product and very transparent. So another YouTuber that I watch, if you're not subscribed up, guys, as investing into this hobby, shout out goes to Northwoods TCG, Andy over there at Northwoods TCG. I've been watching his channel a lot. He has a business where he does, I think, farming or something, but he does his own side hustling in Pokemon. He does sell sealed product from time to time, but talks about grading and gives his insights about the Pokemon hobby and investing. So different aspects, some different things. It's good that you guys get everyone's opinion that is investing, because you can apply it to your portfolio. So shout out goes out to Northwoods TCG. Another one is Pika Papa, another YouTuber that I watch. Love his how he brings his presentations to the hobby, and he talks about the single cards. He gives you excuse me, my nose is itching. Brings you top Pokemon that you could be buying that may be undervalued. And he does look at sealed. My nose is itching. Sorry, guys. Allergies. He brings you knowledge based on trends. And he has his own data spreadsheet that he brings out. And I like the way he brings that out to us, the way he calculates everything and formulates it in on a spreadsheet, that you can understand it and you can apply it to future buys or buys that you're going to buy in sealed product or even in loose singles. So I love that aspect, that I'm getting two sides of the hobby, like the investing side where you can buy this booster box or you can buy this single because of this, and this is the reasons behind it. And I love that aspect that Pika Papa brings to the platform. So I follow him for that reasoning, because I'm gaining knowledge through his eyes, through his content that he brings. I get a gain, and I like to watch people where I get something out of the content that they bring to YouTube. And that's what makes me a subscriber to people's channels, is if I'm going to get something out of it that's going to be a plus for me, then that person gains my subscription. Not because he has a lot of money already, because I also watch PokeRev. All right, I love Rev. I remember when he was 600 something subscribers, I watched how he flashed all the way up to where he is. And I even quoted that he was going to pass Leonhardt, and he was going to be the next Leonhardt in the Pokemon space. And proved to be right. I proved to be right on that aspect, even when PokeRev was way down before he even got into the hundreds of thousands of subscribers, way before he even got tens of thousands of subscribers. I said he was going to pass Leonhardt's subscription base, and he was going to be the next star of taking over where Leonhardt is at. He was going to surpass Leonhardt. I said that on a live stream. I wish I could pull up the video in which I said it, because I said it such a long time ago when PokeRev was in his infancy, when he first started out, that this guy was going to be a superstar on YouTube. I already read the book and judged the book by its cover, because it was proven that he did exactly what I said he was going to do. And he's transparent on his channel. I love Rev. So, not that he invests in Pokemon. Rev's on a different level than me. All right, totally different, where I bring a different game to the table. Another YouTuber that I love the aspect. I love his admiration for the hobby. I love just his whole breakdown. Young up-and-coming star on YouTube for sure, and that is Pokey Oz. Great guy. I think he's from Australia. Young guy. I remember when he was first starting out his YouTube channel, and his channel is now like 11,000 subscribers, something like that. He's moving up, moving like a superstar that he is destined to become. Gonna be destined to become a great YouTuber. As long as he stays on the same path, continues to pump out, he's going to be fine. So, I forgot what his name is, but Pokey Oz, man. You guys probably know him. You probably maybe follow him. Shout out to Pokey Oz, man, because there's another YouTuber that I highly recommend you guys go watch. A young guy. A lot of you guys are younger than me. I'm 55. I'll be 56 in April. So a lot of you guys are younger than me. And this guy is killing it over there on his YouTube channel, Pokey Oz. So shout out to him. Love his structure on how he does the YouTube, how he does the investing, and what he does. And he's gaining ground over there. So highly recommend you guys check out a young up-and-coming star on YouTube platform for investing, man. So shout out to him. Stay on the straight and narrow path, Pokey Oz, and be transparent with your people, man. Just keep being you. Don't take any shady side or do anything scummy, and you're going to be just fine, dude. You're going to be right on up there one day. You're going to be a superstar, all right? So I can see him shooting up and going to reach astronomical YouTube subscribers, certainly, because he has the drive. He has the drive, and the passion is there, and his heart is in there to teach you guys. And I see it in the day-to-day videos that he pumps out, that his heart is in the game, guys, to help you guys out. And he's sharing, and I believe sharing is caring, guys. So that's why I also give whatever I can to the hobby, sharing with what I know and teaching you guys what I know, because, it's the way it should be in this hobby, that you should be willing to pass the torch on to other people that want to absorb your knowledge and pass on that torch, and they want to grow, right? And they want to become a new YouTuber. There are people that want to become a YouTuber, but some of them are afraid, but you should always, if you have the drive to be you, be transparent, be real. Too many clowns on YouTube doing some shady stuff. There's too much negativity in this hobby already. And I'm here to just be a light, guys. I'm going to be upfront, be transparent with you guys, and I'm not trying to go against the grain. You know what? Life is too short, and I'm not trying to, go to jail for trying to do some shady stuff. I'm going to just be me, do me, and, be real, and take it for what it's worth. Believe it or leave it. Subscribe or don't subscribe, but I'm going to be here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to pump out what I know, share what I know, continue to grow my portfolio, and I'm going to continue to do what I love. I love being here with you guys in the hobby. I love the hobby. I love collecting the cards. I love the full arts. And when it comes to selling, whether it's on YouTube or not on YouTube, and it's in shows, I have other hustles, other aspects and other avenues on which I'm moving. Because I just don't believe in being one-sided and being on here and not somewhere else. I'm I'm growing my business end of it, because I was doing a lot of stuff long before I came to YouTube. So I'm going to continue to do what I love. And that's something that was distilled into me, the drive, the passion to continue to do things that I love. I'm not trying to have someone try to knock me off my ship on stopping me from doing stuff that I love. I love Call of Duty. I love doing live streams. And regardless to haters and stuff that may come up in the lives and do whatever, I'm going to still have fun and do videos and stuff that I love to do. And no one should be able to knock you off that pedestal, guys. If you guys love doing YouTube, then do your YouTube, regardless to how many subscribers, regardless to where your channel goes. If you like being behind the camera, on camera, doing videos and shooting videos for your folks, for people that are subscribing, no matter how big or how small, do it, guys. Enjoy what you do. If you have a passion or drive, don't let anyone steal that passion or drive from you. Continue to be you. Do you. Have fun. Enjoy what you do. Live your life to the fullest. All right? So I want to leave you on that note. Enjoy your life, guys. Enjoy this hobby. Life is short. I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest. I'm going to enjoy it with my grandkids. I'm going to enjoy my life. Hopefully I'm going to leave a history on YouTube for my kids to just see their father. My grandkids can see their grandfather living life to his fullest. I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older. I'm going to enjoy things that I loved to do when I was in my youth. I'm going to enjoy it, bringing it here to the channel. I'm going to enjoy doing it when I'm at shows, buying, because hopefully I can bring stuff live stream here on YouTube so you guys can see your boy at work, at collecticons. Hopefully I'll be able to get to a collecticon, at car shows. My plan is to go to a collecticon in Jersey in, I believe it's July. That is a plan for me to do. And hopefully I can do a live video of me at the collecticon. I'm going to be at shows next year, because that's another, I believe in always having backup plans, man. So I'm always looking to expand something that I'm already doing. So as a collector, as an investor, sealed, modern Pokemon, I'm looking to buy collections and stuff. So next year is another adventure where I'm going to be at a show and I'm going to be buying people's stuff that hopefully even people at the show, if they got stuff they want to sell me, I'm going to be at shows buying. And hopefully I can bring that live, doing live YouTube videos with me buying people's single cards, PSA slabs, binder collections, and just a bunch of full arts and stuff like that. That I have my own plans on what I'm doing for stuff, guys. So that's for other adventures on the channel. But I have a fulfillment and a life's dream on this channel that I'm going to be fulfilling. And you'll just have to wait it out, see what comes of it, right? Regardless to where it goes, I'm going to enjoy that adventure. So with that said, guys, that's all I have for you. Should you follow the advice of YouTubers that are promoting investing? And all I can say to you guys on that note is follow your heart. If you believe that someone is giving it their all, and you believe that this person is giving you knowledge that you can run with and you can use in your portfolio, and it's working for you, it's a mechanism that you can apply into your chamber and you can put that gear in there and that gear is turning and it's working for you, then that channel should have earned your subscription. So all I say is fall back, watch, observe the channels, the ones that even I mentioned, mine itself. If those channels are promoting and doing exactly something that you were able to institute into your own building of your own portfolio for modern Pokemon and it's working, then I believe that that channel has earned your subscription. So, like I said, fall back, check out the videos of channels, mine, Nostalgianomics, Northwoods, Pokaz, and future investing channels that may also be passing on the torch with more knowledge, learn, because this investing is definitely, it's new to YouTube, where a lot of people don't understand it. And I think everyone has their own side, their own points that you can, you can get and apply, even if it's not everything. And then there are sides where you can agree to disagree, right? But, check out those other YouTubes, the other YouTubers' channels. Check them out. Apply them to your life. I'm not going to tell you something that I'm not already doing, because that will be malpractice. That's something that's infactual. That it's not something that I'm doing, right? So I'm going to be transparent here on what I do, and you'll see evidence in the products and in what I do. That's just me, all right? And that's just to bring facts to facts, to prove to you guys that I am doing exactly what I said I was out to do, that I am investing, that I am doing this. And the evidence is in the actual products and services that I offer here on the channel. I don't have any Discord. I don't have any, sponsor or anything. I'm not looking for any sponsors, guys. I'm a sole proprietor, all right? I promote my own products, my own entrepreneurial, if you want to say that, I'm my own entrepreneurial. All right? I believe in myself. I believe in what I'm doing. I believe that in the days and maybe in the years that I'm here, it's going to pay off in its own way. And that's what I believe. And, regardless to the fact that if it doesn't come true, that what, am I going to leave YouTube? No. Regardless to that fact, I'm still good. I'm still going to be doing the videos. I'm still going to be doing what I love. That's irrelevant. So I'm still going to be here. How long, I don't know, because I do have plans in my life on where I want to go and what I want to do. And, I like making connections with people, and I do source out other venues where I move product, and if product doesn't sell on YouTube, guys, like I said, you got to have backup plans. I mean, I'm not saying that if I do rip and chips, I'm gonna sell a lot of stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna be selling. I don't know how much I'm gonna be selling, right? I don't know. If it's not worth selling here, then I have other platforms that I'm going to be testing waters on, other areas to see what works. And I still have eBay where I can sell, and you got to be okay when you do eBay with the fees and stuff. And I'm okay with that because I have an audience there. I mean, I have a clientele list. All right, I have 3 eBay accounts. So, but I haven't sold, but my accounts are still here. All right, my accounts are still here. I can sell anytime I want. It's just not something that I never. And they all have a huge amount of I'm going to say a good number of feedbacks. All right, but I haven't sold anything on eBay. I've been just messing around with this investing stuff and doing that. And so far buying that I've been just too busy. I don't have enough time to move stuff to sell to I got video games that I'm messing around with too. That's another hustle, but I've been doing a lot of buying. So many deals out there, Facebook Marketplace. I'm still making connections on there. And so the deals are there. I think moves for me at shows. That's another thing. I love the shows, so I'm going to be going to shows to buy, and I'm going to be doing local shows here to sell. And well, when I say sell, not initially sell, but I'll have art sets of older packs and stuff that I got that I will leverage out against trades that come in. So I've been watching some people on YouTube that doing that very same thing, setting up at shows, buying people's bulk and buying people's singles and stuff, but they're buying a percentage. I want to try it out. I want to try it out because I think it's, for me, I think it's a great step for me where I don't have any competition, guys, in my area. All I have is local card shops, but at the show, I won't have any competition. And here, I have a community that I'm growing a following, all right? Not saying on YouTube, I'm saying in my Facebook, I have a community of followers that is growing, of people that follow me and know me. So, and I'm building contacts. And on top of the contacts, guys, I'm just going to point out some tips for you that even in the years of eBay, I have a mailing list from all my eBay sales from people that I did business, people that bought from me. I have their mailing addresses. So as a point of contact of sell, I can still sell to them as a point in contact for them to, I can reach out to those people, give them a point of contact to reach to me to buy. Even if it's not on the same eBay profile because they might not be buying from me no more because they, you know, I haven't sold in a long time. And since I haven't sold in years, it may be hard for them to say, well, I don't remember buying from you. But if I reach out to them, I have a point of contact to reach out. As far as like people's names and addresses, I have a mailing list that I didn't share. I don't share people's address, but I have a point of contact where in case I have say I open up a store, I have a point of contact where I can say, hey, I opened a brand new store, guys. I can send these people a card to shop online. Whether it's a Shopify store, I have a way of point of contact to get people off of eBay to come to a Shopify website because I have their mailing address in which to reach out to get them there. So social media, guys, is another building foundation that even if you started trades with people in your community and you build a mailing list that you use to get people from one A to get them somewhere else, that you also have a business or whatever, it's a good form to get people over that would have unlikely found you anywhere else, that you can move them to another area of where they can find you if they're already satisfied with a product that they bought from you already. See? So eBay, if you're selling eBay and you formulated a contact list, you got in your PayPal and got everybody's address from eBay sales, people who use and pay you through PayPal. You have their address through PayPal, and you can go back months on PayPal through eBay thing and get people's addresses from, and you can send them a form of point of contact. Hey, check out. It may come as a junk mail in their mailbox, but if they're already bought from you and they open that mail and say, oh, I remember buying from this guy. And you say, why? Now I have a Shopify store, and now they're going to go and buy from you with their credit card, video games, or whatever you're selling on Shopify. That's another way to get people from eBay to go to your Shopify and build a business where you may not have to do eBay anymore because now you move people to your Shopify website just from the point of contact from the initial sale from eBay. Now you got somebody shopping on your Shopify website. You're drawing customers. Social media, guys, is a building foundation for success. Same with YouTube. You can use YouTube to draw you into the stratosphere from a business standpoint. And that's why a lot of people here that have LGSs promote that now on YouTube with Pokemon. You see them, Eli has a store, Danny Phantom's here, he got his store, and he gets you over to the Coliseum. So see what I mean? Social media is a great platform to give your business traction, to get people to other areas. What's going on, Jimmy? Pat Tat's Power Channel, what's going on, my guy? So, guys, I'm just here. I got a wealth of knowledge. You got no dumb content creator here, guys. I'm a smart guy. you know, may sound like a clown, but, you know, I like to have fun, but very smart. I'm ambitious, you know. I like to hustle. I like to hustle. I put my work, I put hard work in, and I believe in your work will, you know, the work you put in will pay for itself eventually, guys. It paid for me on eBay. I had to have a successful eBay. I mean, it paid for me good on Facebook. I have a good following on Facebook. I have a good rating on Facebook. So happy with that because of stuff that I, you know, sold and stuff on Facebook, stuff I traded, people that I met. I made a lot of connections on Facebook, building my Facebook reputation. So social medias, guys, can build your building of your foundation for a business if you want to transpire Pokemon into a business aspect and not go under a sole proprietor or LLC. I can still stay as Pokemart TCG, but yet I'm just showing you guys other ways where you can buy products or services that I offer, but I'm not a sole proprietor. I'm still just Pokemart TCG with no licenses, right? But you know, I'm not looking for no sponsors. I'm not looking for no sponsors. So if I'm drinking Mountain Dews, Gatorades, I'm not looking for no sponsors, man. I'm a sole proprietor. I will promote my channel. I will do it myself. Not looking for any handouts. Not looking to sell out neither. I will do what I got to do. All right, I've been doing it for these years, and I'm a debt-free business person. So, and I continue to remain debt-free. I'm going to continue to just I'm just going to still build on what I've been building. Just going to continue in that aspect. And I'm going to, you know, have fun in the same aspect. And as people that want to follow can follow. People who want to subscribe can subscribe. People that want to learn, well, I'm going to continue to teach. All right? Going to continue to teach. All right? So I'm passing my baton to you. And that baton is in your hands. All right? Other than that, man, I have more videos to pump out, man. But this was one I wanted to pump out. First, because someone was talking about my Evolving Skies thing on YouTube. About another guy was talking about, I was bragging about my sealed packs. Another guy was talking about how come they're loose packs. And I wanted to talk about that. Got that out there. What's up, Trophy Scene? Long time no see. So I wanted to come on YouTube and, you know, I wanted to give you my open opinion about should you be following content creators that are pumping out in modern Pokemon investing advice. And you guys can take it for what it's worth from there. Because I believe that truly us as investors in this hobby, we're not going anywhere. And I think it's only going to grow a bigger foundation of people that are going to talk about investing in modern. And the history and the track record of its evidence of it being sustainable is there. All right? Is there. So with that evidence, you know, I don't think you're gonna see any investors going anywhere because the fundamentals of it is there and the traction for continuing to do investing videos is there. And as long as Pokemon has continued to pump out products, then we're gonna be here, right? So there's always going to be things to talk about. And as far as Pokemon, so believe investing is going to be here. Trophy said something about the 90s base set hollows. Trophy Scene was an old subscriber of mine, long time subscriber from way back. Something just fell off. My Yeti boom arm mic fell. Put that over there on the bed. But yeah, I got some more videos, guys. I got to get some more videos. I got an awesome pickup. Oh my God, I got an amazing pickup video for you guys. So Sunday and Monday, guys, are my videos for the Pokemon. But this was an extra video that I wanted to pump out to you guys for today. I do more videos lined up. So we're going to get those videos on a roll for you guys. And all I can say is, hey, you know, if you enjoy the videos, you enjoy my company, hit the like, subscribe, hit your bell notification to all, share out this video to all your social medias. Do leave a comment, because I'm only getting better. I'm growing with the knowledge that continues to be out on YouTube, and it's helping me out a great deal. And you know, I'm sharing my knowledge. I'm trying to pass on what I know to you guys, so you guys can learn. You guys can distill this investing into your own portfolio of how you're building it. And you know, hopefully we're helping you guys, you know. So with that said, guys, without being on here any longer, we've been on about almost 2 hours. What? An hour, almost 2 hours been on here. It doesn't seem like that long. It seemed like maybe an hour, but we've been on here almost 2 hours. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Definitely all you veteran subscribers, you guys already know who you are. I really appreciate all you guys. You know, maybe if we can get 1,500 subscribers, maybe we'll do a giveaway on here. If we can get a milestone, 1,500 subscribers, maybe we'll do a giveaway. Something decent. But I really appreciate all of you guys. Trophy Scene, appreciate you stopping by. Don't be it your last time. You know, good to see you back on the channel. Well, under the new branded channel. Got more videos pumping out, guys. I'm just going to drill them out. Got an awesome pickup from an LGS. I have a store pickup video for you guys. So, got some awesome videos lined up for you guys for today and Monday. All right, so stay tuned for those videos. All right, I plan on going to the LGS store again, guys, because he has some more stuff for me to look over. So I'm going to Let's Go TCG this afternoon. I am buying some more goodies. So I did buy a ton already. Oh my God. I spent a lot of money at his store yesterday. Gonna spend a good amount again today. But I got these videos. I want to pump out some videos for you guys. So more videos coming. Guys, stay tuned. Hit the bell notification. Make sure you get the bell notification on so you can check me out. Dudes, we got more. Awesome Pat. Had to burp. Drinking Mountain Dew. Wife's cooking a dinner for me today. So I got Ambrose. They're going to be coming in soon. I got to get these videos out. Got more videos coming, guys. More videos coming. All right? I like to pump these out. Boom, boom, boom. So, got more videos. All right, with that said, I want to thank each and every one of you guys. Before you leave out, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, drop a comment down in the comment section, share out this video. Share out this video on all your social media, and I will catch you guys on the next video, guys. So, with that said, get out there and catch them all. And have what? Have a ball. I'll see all who? All of y'all. In what? In my next video. Do me now. Peace. A whole lot of love for you. And a high five. And I'll catch all you guys in my next video. Thanks, guys. Stop by. Appreciate all you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.